Here we are. Once again, it's Father's Day. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. We're having technical difficulties today because nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. So I'm waiting for my dad to get to the room so I can connect because, again, nothing is easy. But he'll be here soon. It's always fun when you're like, hey, this is a new thing you gotta try, and then it doesn't work. There was confusion at the least. I'm still confused. A lot's happening. I can try to make sure everything's up and running. That's always good. Hey, it is. Great. But now this is the wrong place. And this isn't the right place. Hey, there we go. Oh, everything moved. Sugar Kitty meow. You're excited for Papa KILCO to visit. Well, he'll be here soon. Mama KILCO, I told him. Good. You hung up on me. Andrew Butler, hello. Donna Pass Whiskey, meow. And hello. You're meowing. Okay. We're all meowing. Sugar Kitty's fault. There we go. Yep. That's different. Don't know why he's on there twice. Alright, I do see Papa KILCO. Let me get this all situated from my end. There we go. So he can see me. Didn't know it could do that. Guess they're always a weird experience, folks. Because I have to do like 12 other things on top of just trying to figure this out. Hi, Dad, can you hear me? Good. Copy that. This. That's the wrong tab. Or. Well, first I have to go to the guest stream. That was that. Hoo-yah! And now. Let's see if I get this to work.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
I hear you, Dad. Myself.
Aha. Can you hear me?
I see. I hear you fine.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. And let us prepare you to be on your glorious debut. Are you ready?
Am I on? No, I'm not on yet.
No, are you ready? Are you prepared to be on? Have you braced yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if this works. Copy paste. Copy paste. There you are.
Oh.
Remember to turn that light on in front of you, Dad.
Huh?
The light in front of you?
I don't have it on. Oh, wait a minute.
No, you don't have it on.
Okay, now it's on.
Okay.
Should I turn the one back there that looks so bright off?
Yeah, why not? It's only pointing.
See what happens. Right back.
A beam. There you go, everyone. We got it. We did it. We're here.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, better.
Lighting is weird.
I'll look it up.
Reveal Zenboot, hello.
This is kind of weird. I've been on stage many times, as you know, but never talking to people I can't see.
Nope.
Except in audiobooks. Oh, well.
You can see them. They're on chat. It's fine.
I can't see the chat.
Why not?
I don't know.
You typed
Well,
in
I
chat a
can't.
minute ago.
Well, if I go open another page and go to YouTube, then I can see it, right?
Yes.
Of course, it'd be another page. Anyway, all right, you can see the chat. That's what counts.
Yes, but you should see the chat, but it's not important if you don't want to try to figure it out. It's a juggling act.
I'm afraid I'll lose you if I finally get
Can
here.
you see this though? Right here?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. That's then
What's
saying reveal. So as long as you can see this, you can see what I'm clicking on in chat.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. 4 Leaf sent us. Cool. Sugar Kitty. I popped in there earlier. Richie Z says hello to Papa KILCO.
Hi.
Everyone's wishing you.
Can't say hi in chat. I don't have chat, so hi.
There you go. Donner Pass Whiskey. Hello, 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 hello. So many people. Mr. Mom. Hello. Cheers. I'm trying to make sure I get every name. Emily Chambers. Hello. Booyah. All right. I think I'm caught up for now. Now I have to open the topics we talked about earlier.
Okay.
I know how much you love being on the stream.
It's all right.
It's fine.
Pretending I'm talking to naked people, I feel fine.
It works. They might not be wearing clothes. You don't know. I don't
Oh, that's
know.
true. Oh, gee.
Nobody
How
knows.
did you say
It's a mystery.
that? Okay.
All right, so we're first going to talk about an experience you had as a young man when you won an award.
Oh.
Yes, we'll start from there.
Oh,
Your reasons why you are cautious with
do I
whiskey.
have to?
Yes.
It shows how stupid I was then.
Everyone was
Okay.
whether-
Let me keep this brief. Back in 1969, that was a while ago, I graduated from college. I did pretty good grades, but I didn't expect to get any kind of honorary thing. And a friend of mine, Paul, was really, really smart. He expected to. It is something called Phi Beta Kappa, which is it's kind of an honor society. Well, the list came out. He didn't get it. He was shocked. I did. I was very surprised. I felt bad for Paul because, he obviously really wanted. I didn't know what it was at the time. So we had a party that night to console him and, congratulate me. And there was drinking going on. I drank almost nothing at that time, especially whiskey. I don't know if I've had a whiskey. But people were drinking, so I took a few, started getting a little tipsy. I was just basically following Paul. He was already pretty far gone. And at some point in the night, someone said, "Would you like another?" I said, "No, just hand me the bottle." And I took a bottle of wild turkey in my hand, and I chugged some. Oh, that tastes good. Waited a few minutes, did it again, and that's the last thing I remember. Next morning, I woke up with this thing called a hangover. I was so sick. It was unbelievable. So the moral of the story is don't chug wild turkey. I haven't taken a sip of wild turkey since, by the way. Freud, yes. Irish, yes. Wild turkey brings back too many memories.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
that's why everyone on the channel now understands why I don't approve of bottle chugs, so to speak.
Oh my God! What a... Because I wasn't used to it anyway, but
it is a thing. It is a thing on here. And
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I said I'd do it whenever I hit 1,000 subscribers, but other than that,
oh please don't. Well, if you do, just
I'm not gonna drink the whole thing. I'm gonna do that.
I would go.
Yeah, no, bad idea. That's a great way to get annihilated. Rob Smith, hello.
Okay.
$1,000 chug? Yeah, I do that too. 1,000 subscribers or $1,000, I would chug some whiskey, and I will regret it, but I'll do it because no one's gonna do $1,000. All right. Next, we have your reason for getting into certain things. How things have happened along your life and along my life in this case. But I wanted to throw in an extra one to go between like drinking excessively once and then talking about your work. But it was an easy one. What did I say? Do you have any fond memories when I was younger of like being a dad? What are some of your fond memories?
Oh yeah, all the time, especially going to amusement parks, except for one time. And you know what time that was. Going to Rocky Point.
Free fall?
Yeah. We had lots of good times. Except one time, there's an amusement park that was in Rhode Island called Rocky Point. It had one of those free fall things, except it was purely mechanical, not like today where they slow you down as you go down. This thing went down and boom, hit and rolled in really hard in the back. Brian, of course, I think about 12, maybe 11, something like that. He wanted to go on it, and I couldn't let him go alone, at that age. So I went with him. We went down the first time, and oh, my back afterwards, bang, he was fine. He wanted to go on again, and again. How many times do we finally go on?
I don't know, but I do remember the let's do it again, let's do it again, let's do it again.
Oh yeah,
because there was no line. There's not barely any line.
Oh, and that was fine. That was the day before. I was a teacher for many years. The next day was the first day of school. Actually, having students, not just a meeting. And I woke up in the morning. I couldn't unbend myself. It was awful. Fortunately, Mama KillCo knew a chiropractor. I didn't believe in chiropractors at the time at all. But I went to him and he did his thing and bang, I stood up. I was fine. So now I'm a believer. And I was able to get to school okay, but that stands out among many good memories of amusement parks and other things.
Yes, good memory. You mean your back hurt from being on rides? Oh yeah, it was great.
Well, it was imprinted in my head. I can feel it now. Bam! Let's do it again. Okay.
Oh wait, Sugar Kitty says for your wild turkey, this is probably not a very uncommon experience with wild turkey, college, and the late '60s.
Yeah.
True.
I know what happened. I'm suddenly got very dark. Oh.
It depends on where you move sometimes. Cameras are weird.
Oh, yeah, the sun's coming in the window,
sun's
too.
coming
So
in, yeah.
lit up on one side, which is what's happening.
Gorgeous, darling, gorgeous.
Well, you know I'm here.
Yes, we can see you just fine as long as you don't move. Stay there. Don't.
All right. Do you want me to segue into the other thing now?
Segue? Ooh, that's a fancy word. Yes. Your initial...
English teachers, big words.
Your initial interest in getting into audiobooks, how did that happen?
Well, that's going to take a story. If you want to stop me anytime, just say stop. It may take a few minutes.
It's fine. We got all the time in the world.
It started well before you were born. In 1971, I got a job teaching high school in Fall River, Massachusetts. And I had taught in a Catholic school the year before where the pay was lousy. When I went to Fall River, I got a good salary per year of $6,500.
Wow.
Which I thought was a lot at the time. Well, you got to remember, gas was 36 cents a gallon. I bought a new car for $3,000, you know. I don't know what it'd be worth today, but I was fine. I was able to get an apartment for $150 a month with utilities.
God. I'm hurting from hearing these things.
Well, you know, things have gone up inflation-wise.
A little bit.
What I found out, though, is the kids they gave me, I was teaching English literature, and I had what they call the lower echelon. I forget what they called them, the dummies or something. They didn't officially call them that. These are the kids who had trouble. And I found out learning. And I found out why they had trouble learning is English was their second language. Most of them talk Portuguese very well. It's in Fall River, Mass. They talked English fine, but they had trouble reading it. And they were given a reading list. Here, read these books and short stories. They couldn't. So I decided what I was going to do was to read it to them. And that's what I did. I would read chapter by chapter this book. And they did fine on the test after that. It was quite something. Then I got a light bulb in my head saying, why are you doing this 3 or 4 times a day? Why don't you just record it? And the next class, just play it back. Save the voice.
Yeah, lean forward a bit.
Oh, really dark now. That's amazing.
Yeah, go forward a bit.
Okay.
It's all positioning.
So I did that, and then I saved them for the next year because it was the same books and short stories, so I didn't have to do so much. A number of other teachers found out about this, and I ended up recording a history book or social studies book, which they used with the same kids. And I kind of thought to myself at the time, well, I wonder if people outside this building would be interested in that, if there's some way to make a business out of it. But I didn't know anything about it at the time. And I just kept doing that for years. I should mention also that I started acting in college, and I was a pretty good actor, could do various voices and so on. In community theater, and jumping ahead 3 years, I met your mother, Mama KillCo, on stage in 1973. Cast her as a husband. We became husband and wife on stage, and then for real. And she was very good at voices. Jumping back to 1971. Jumping in time here. In 76, we took a cross-country trip by car. A car that wasn't very powerful, but we were carrying a trailer, not a trailer, a little home, what do they call them? Mobile home. Yep. Very small. But when we got to Utah and places like that, it was very hot. The only way to keep the engine from overheating was to put the heater on full blast. So it was 90 degrees out, we had the heater on full blast. Okay, I'm veering off. Getting to the good part. What we discovered in places like Oklahoma, Wyoming, Idaho, there was very little on the radio. I think your mother called it homey radio, meaning they would talk about, oh, John Joe had to go to the hospital today, and Anna Lee, she got an award for a cake, and it was just very local. All sports, one sport, play-by-play of rodeos. Oh, he just got knocked off the ball. And we thought to ourselves, we started talking about this, wouldn't it be nice if we had someone reading a book to us for the time go by? Because if you've ever been out to some of those places like Utah, the road just goes on and on and on and on. It's
The
very
West, the
boring.
Wild West.
Oh yeah. So shortly after that, 1977, we decided to give it a try. We bought this enormous reel-to-reel. Those of you out there probably don't know what a reel-to-reel is, but
I'm sure plenty of
reel-to-reel
my
tape.
viewers know what reel-to-reel is and cassettes and all that.
Okay. Well, cassettes, yeah, but reel-to-reel was way back. Anyway, the big 15-inch reels and a nice microphone. We set up in the living room, and we started recording. We hired some actors that we knew. We started doing books. And then in 1980, we decided that we had to build a studio, a small studio on the property, because the baby kept crying. Who was that baby? I'm trying to remember the name. Oh, that was you. Yeah.
That was me, yeah.
We needed it anyway, because cars would go by, we'd have to stop, you know. So we built this soundproof recording studio, and we kept going. But then it got to be a pretty good business, except it was taking up all our time. And we both had full-time jobs. They would come home and have to fill all these orders. I can see the table over there where we used to do it, and there was stacks of cassettes. And we get high-speed duplicators who would make them, label them, package them. It's like we had no time to do anything. We decided to reach out to some other companies, see if we could make some kind of deal. We spoke to a company called Spoken Arts in Connecticut, and they wanted us to move out there and be part of them. We didn't want to do that. We like this house. We're still in it. We still like it. And then we talked to Books on Tape in California, and they suggested we make a deal where we just make one master cassette, send it to them of, you know, the books. Send it to them. They would do all the duplicating. They would do all the selling. We would split the profits. That sounded good to me. And it worked for years. Unfortunately, I forget the year, but after a number of years, they got bought by Random House. And Random House didn't like the classics. That's mainly what we did. Dostoevsky and Dickens and Jack London and things like that. So they dropped a lot of those books. We decided to try somebody else. At the time, there was another company called Audible. We were just starting out. They're now very big, by the way, but at the time they were just started, about 15 years ago. And that was great. You can still, you know, download our stuff from them. And what else? Oh, okay. I forgot to mention in the living room we had a recording closet. I would be in the front room closet and point at people when it's time to record. So, but then we got our own studio. There was another company that I started working for. If your mother's on chat, maybe she remembers. I think it was 15 years ago, called ACX. And there I did up-to-date books for the authors. It's kind of like a middleman. The authors would put a script out there. Readers would read it and send it to them in an MP3 file. They would listen. If they liked you, they made a deal. You record them, the book. They either pay you or they split the profits or something. So I've done we've done, your mother and I, over 200 books that way, and over 700 of our own. Jim sent us over 900 books since 1977.
So everyone go check out audible.com. Look for Jimson.
Yeah, and especially look for this one book. And this is where Whiskey Musings comes in finally.
Tying it up. We got it.
In 2008, I auditioned for a book called Women in Whiskey. Let me actually read. I wrote down the title. Women in Whiskey, the untold story of how women saved bourbon, Scotch, and Irish whiskey. Who was it by? Fred Minnick?
Was it 2008 or 2018?
I don't know, to be honest. It's got an 8 in it. I remember that. It's probably 2018. You're right. It couldn't have been 2008. Anyway, that's been one of our best sellers, and that was great. And I found it fascinating, the book itself. And so did Brian. I should mention that Brian works for our Jimson Recordings, that's our company, as the quality control guy. He listens to the book very carefully after we've done them. If there's a mistake, he tells us exactly where it is, what the mistake was. Sometimes he'll fix it or he'll tell me where it is and I'll fix it. So he's our quality control man. So we had to listen to that book. We're both fascinated by it, especially a chapter on a whiskey called Lafroig. And I'm glad I looked up the pronunciation because I had to record the book. Because at first I was saying Islay before it was made. It's not Islay, it's Isla, as I found out. You have to get the pronunciations right.
Yep.
But when Brian listened to that, that's when he started getting interested in whiskey. Am I correct here? I think that was what started you.
I was interested that you were interested because you were very adamant about finding this Lafroig thing, and I don't think I'd ever.
Oh yeah, I went
Scotch.
The chapter on Lafroig. The thing that interested me, it said that you either love it or you hate it. and it was peated, which I didn't know what that was. But you love it or you hate it, so I wanted to find it. Couldn't find it anywhere around here. Your mother and I took a trip to Florida, and while I was there, I visited a few bars looking for Lafroig. Couldn't find it. We got back, and shortly after we get home, we went out to dinner or lunch, whatever it was, with Brian. What was the name of that restaurant? Do you remember?
Public House.
The Public House, right? Right here in Portsmouth, a few miles up the road. We're sitting there eating, and one of us turned to the bar. I don't remember if it was you or me. And guess what was standing there on the shelf? Lafroig whiskey. So I tasted it, I smelled it, I loved it. Brian, I think you're sort of so-so with it. It's not your favorite.
I didn't hate it. It was one of the weirder things I've ever tasted at the time.
Yeah.
Like, well, how did a drink taste like barbecue? That was.
Yeah. Mama KillCo took one sniff and, oh my God, that's awful. She doesn't drink at all anyway, but just the smell was enough. And eventually, Brian started doing all sorts of research and tasting different whiskeys. And KillCo.
I found YouTube and I found the whiskey vault. That's what really happened.
Oh yeah, but that was part of the reason for it. Reading that book out loud. And what else was I going to say? Oh, before I say anything else, Mama KillCo told me you must say this, so I must say it. And that's thank you, all the people who donated to that GoFundMe thing that you had. Some of you, the regulars, know that I've had cancer for a while, and one of the so did Mother KillCo, but she's doing okay. Anyway, being sick is very expensive. Okay, enough of that. But thank you for your help. That really did.
No, just lean forward a little bit.
Oh, lean forward. I thought you meant jump ahead.
No.
And yeah, that really, it's amazing. The cost of drugs, even just the copay, is like, oh my God. So that was a big help. So thank you very much to everyone. And I think that's kind of it. Did I get to the end?
I think so. I think I got everything on my checklist. We want to talk about Redbreast 12, one of your new favorites.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, my favorite has always been Jameson. Here we go again.
Yep.
But
it's the sunlight.
I tasted Redbreast 12, and sorry, Jameson, but it's better. At least I think so.
And you got the fun spectrum of Lafroig being one of your favorites, and then jumping all the way to the other side of Redbreast 12.
It's kind of interesting that those are the two differences. I don't like a lot of scotches either. I don't like the regular ones, the non-peated. They're like blah to me. Lafroig, Lavagoulin, what's the other one? There are three of them. Ardbeg, yeah. Those I've all had and I really like. Lafroig's probably still the best. It's hard to get them around here, but there's places that do have them. Unfortunately, I can't drink now because of this health problem, but I will someday again. Can't drink alcohol, that is, someday in the not too distant future.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Next, keeping your thoughts, because next July 1st I have to get another type of chemo, which is going to be delightful. But hopefully I'll be fine. We'll see what happens. Chemo is always fun. No,
it is not. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen happen to someone.
But you got to do what you got to do. It's kept me going for almost 2 years now, and that's unusual with what I've got, stage 4 pancreatic cancer. So maybe this will keep me going even longer. And then the guy who did the clinical trial that I was on a clinical trial for a while, but it stopped working, said that I can do this for a month, and then he'll try and get me on another clinical trial. So
excellent.
I am hopeful, and we'll see what happens.
Well, I remember you told me about someone you met at the hospital. He was a gentleman who had been in a car accident and treatment. But he's been able to keep a positive attitude for years.
Oh my God, he's had cancer, brain cancer, among other things. He's got various types. He's been in treatment for like 8 years, and he is one of the happiest guys I've ever seen. He had just been in an accident in the tunnel there in Boston. I forget which one. And his car got banged up a bit, but he still drove to the hospital for his treatment. And he was my roommate for a very short time. I was going to leave, and he came in. But boy, he was saying, you got to stay positive. It makes such a difference, and so on. And it's true, it does. The mind makes a difference. If you go in thinking this is going to work, it probably won't. So I'm trying to be positive.
Yeah.
Maybe Mama KillCo does it. She's on. But
all of us are trying to stay positive for you, Dad. That's how it works.
Well, thank you.
Lots of positive.
Trying to, but I know what these side effects are like. It's going to be tough, but hey, I got through one version. This version is called Fulfurinox. And I'm not thrilled with what I heard. I have to wear a pump around on me for 2 days. Yeah, but hey, Hey, let's get off that. I don't want to think about my health right now. Back to
Yeah.
whiskey.
Uh, was it Tony?
I
Was his
will have
name
some.
Tony?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
What, did she
I'll
just say
remember
that?
the name. I'll
Ah,
remember the name.
yeah. He came in. Oh, he came in. The first thing he started doing was calling all the nurses by name. Hi, Rita, how you doing? I'm back. And he'd been there so many times in 8 years, he knew everybody. And treatment for 8 years, and he was still a happy guy.
Mm.
So he was kind of inspiring.
Every day.
So,
Every other
yeah, this
day.
is at Mass General Hospital, which is where I'm going, which is an interesting ride once you get to
Yeah,
Boston
the joys
traffic.
of driving to Boston right there.
Uh, I have to go in on a Monday, July 1st, then wear this pack thing around Tuesday, return to Boston on Wednesday so they can take it off me. It's got a needle sticking in me.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a couple of friends who are nurses, and we're going to ask if they can do it instead of having to go all the way there just to pull out the thing.
Did you talk
We'll
to
see what
Corellis
they.
yet?
Yeah, I did. He's willing to do it too.
Okay,
But
good.
I have to get. I have to take this thing out and I forget what they call it, irrigate it or something. Flush it out, and then pull out the thing. It's in a port, which I've got right here. And then I have to get a shot to raise my white blood cell count because apparently this chemo makes it go low. So shut me out.
Oh
Any of
boy.
those three people should be able to do that. So I'm really trying to carpe diem the next 2 weeks roughly because July 1st, I don't know how I'm going to feel. Hopefully, okay.
Yeah, well, we got to make sure you can have some cake on my birthday. And maybe
Oh,
see
yeah.
some fireworks if you really want to, either on TV or in the air somewhere.
Oh, and July 4th. Yeah, we usually get down to Newport. A friend of ours is there
Yeah.
and see the close and
Hopefully
personal.
you'll be able to do that at least.
Yep. I'm going to I don't know. Everybody's different. No one knows what's going to happen as far as the side effects go. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping for the best. And no matter what happens, I'm going to keep taking it because it should work.
That's what you
And
got to use it. This is the one you got. Okay, let's do that.
it's only for a month probably,
Oh, good.
so I can survive for a month.
Yeah.
When I got the other stuff, it wasn't bad at all, but the chemo was rough.
Mm.
Anyone who had to experience that, they know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay, enough on health. Let's do something else.
All right.
That's. Have I been on 15 minutes?
I was
Oh
able
my,
to keep you for almost double.
oh my God! I didn't realize the time went so fast. I was
uh,
talking all the time.
yeah,
All
this is
right,
what
because I do
happens
have
with
to go.
lifetimes.
I do have to go at 7:30, and 7:30 now, just about.
Yep.
So I'm going to head out. And once again, thank you all for that donations that you gave.
Yeah, we'll be
And
doing it again in November.
oh, good,
Yeah.
good, because we're going to need it again.
Yes.
Because this thing isn't going to go away. I mean, it may shrink, but it's going to be a while.
Mm.
We'll see.
Donna
Okay.
Pass Whiskey says you're in our thoughts and prayers for success in the treatment.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of people saying that. Thank goodness. I think it's working. The average person who has what I have lives 6 to 8 months, and I'm almost 2 years. So something's working.
Let's do two
So,
more and then two more
okay,
after that,
huh?
if you don't mind. Let's just keep it going. Keep the ball rolling.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna make some kind of record. That's my goal.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, thank you for
All right.
having me on.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day again. Thank you for joining us on the interwebs as your first debut. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bye now. I'm signing
Okay,
out.
love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Ah, forgot I had that on. Well, there you go, folks. We did it. I got him. He said 15 minutes he was going to be on. I got him for almost double that. And now, to torment him, I mean, in his honor, I have next to me here a select choice of whiskeys that unfortunately he likes, but he can't drink. So, also I've had a drink in my hand this whole time. If anyone's wondering what it is, I can't tell you. It's a video. Don't worry, it's coming up. Hopefully this week, no promises. Where'd it go? I had 3. And I've forgotten where the other one is. I'm also going to keep these earbuds on because I don't feel like taking them off yet. I don't know if it changes anything on your end, but... Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. I didn't grab this one. So excuse me. Okay. All right. Ah, silly. I'm being silly. Sounds like pre-mixed cocktails of some sort. Nope. I wish. I was in, but I wish. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo. That's not my bottle. That was not my bottle. That was Cliff's. So, Dad mentioned 3 different whiskeys, if you were paying attention. And I'm sure you all were. We have Redbreast, Wild Turkey, and Lafroig. So, we have about 29 minutes until the stream ends. So I have 3 drinks to drink in 30 minutes. This is suddenly not a great idea. Oh, and of course I have to be using this glass. It says Lafroig on it. You probably can't see it too well, but there you go. It's my Lafroig glass. I don't even remember how I got this glass. Imagine Mom and Papa KillCo. Jameson was mentioned, but it was also mentioned that I didn't like it as much. And the only Jameson I have is the 18 year. And it's in a box. I'm not getting the art. Stop! 30 minutes. I made my decisions. I have Jameson, it's the 18 year. I have Ardbeg, it's the Ugadal. So I have them, don't worry. Just a tiny taste of Redbreast 12 cast strength, which Dad would not really drink because it's really too high proof. He prefers the 12, but as this is me drinking it, I'm going to have cast strength. 3 drops of each is not so bad. Yeah, I have a thing. It's not official, but you see right here, like the bottom of the bulb, that's where I like to stop for just 2 or 3 sips. That's what that is. So I do have like a mental cue of where I want. Because if you add that up, that's about 1.5 ounces-ish. And these are very high percentages, so I'm also keeping that in mind. This one, the cast strength I have is the one from 21, so it's the one I did the video of this past March. It's on a lot of videos, folks. It gets a little hard to keep track. But this one is 56.3%. Hot! Then we have the rare breed coming up next with the 58.4%. And then the last one is a very special bottle. You'll see. We're doing an uncorking to celebrate Father's Day. And of course, so I can have this ready for when my dad can maybe drink whiskey again. Right now he can't because the treatment is going to be doing. So I have to drink it for him. It's difficult, but I'll do it. And I get to share it with all you. That's another important thing. I'm not just opening this bottle coming up because I want to drink it. I want to share it with people. Which you guys, everyone who's here. I can do a raffle. And at some point, maybe a Papa KillCo raffle. That sounds pretty good. It might be these 3, but I can talk to the person, whoever they won. Whoever wins. And I can give you 4 samples. You can get rare breed. So it'd probably be the cast strength, the unnamed bottle, the Ardbeg, and the Jameson. That could work. That's like basically just Irish and Scotch, though. But that's okay. As I said, rare breed is not difficult to find. Not too difficult to find. So we'll see. Ooh. Oh, I'm awake now. Ooh. Tingly. Oof. Oh, all the way down. Good stuff. I remember everyone had said what was in their glass. But here's the thing. Father's Day stuff. What did you guys think? I talked to, we did the stream, right? We're still doing it. When I talked to Papa KillCo, Father KillCo, he talked about fond memories of being, a father and dealing with me. For those fathers out there, what are some of your fondest memories? And for those not fathers, who have fathers or had fathers, what were some of your fond memories? I want to hear good things. I want positive vibes right now. I know for me, the theme parks were definitely one of them. Like, I can remember that day in Rocky Point, going around on that thing over and over again. That was a lot of fun. Was that music on? The music actually been on this whole time. There we go. All I have to do is this. Well, the music is coming to an end now, but it's still going. My earbuds need to be charged anyway. Ugh. See if it automatically does it. Oh god, oh, that always feels weird. Never doesn't feel weird. Suddenly I can hear myself. Oh. I wanted to do this. See if it works. Hold on. We have Derek Reese, who joined the channel 10 hours ago, apparently. Thank you for joining, even if you're not here right now. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. There we go. I have to make sure the music's still playing. It went dark. It's still there, right? There we go. Close that down. Bloop. It did stop. I have no idea how I stopped the music. All right, you let me know if you can hear it. Should be able to now. So there you go. Fond memories of what you guys liked doing as a kid with Dad. I have some pretty funny stuff of me being recorded by him. Like he was basically showing me what. I don't remember this. I've heard the recording. Being introduced to what vocal recording is. So it was like on the reel-to-reel. And he put headphones on me. And I was listening to myself being recorded. So I had a microphone and everything. And I screamed, of course. Wow! I've heard it, so it's hilarious. But it was very, very nice to have that moment recorded for all time, in a way, of me just being absurd. Apparently, yeah, like cowboys. There was one point during the recording I said, Cowboy Brian. I was like, really? I was like 5. Oh, that never is fun. Doink. I'm lucky enough that I didn't have that issue. Like sports, that wasn't. Well, my parents were theater parents. They were theater. They were theater kids, and sports wasn't something that was pushed on me in any way. I think my brother did baseball because he wanted to, but I did soccer. That was it. That's the one thing I remember, and that was mostly, I'm sure, just to keep me drained. Like, you have a lot of energy when you're a kid. It's like, go play soccer. Calm down. Take a nap when you get home. Go to bed. Amateur dramatics. Dr. Sterling in The Ghost Train and Baron Hardup in Panto. That sounds wild. Hey man, doing drama is fun. No matter what, good or bad. I mean, have fun with it. That's it. I've seen good and bad drama too. It's fine. I think the term I try to use or think about mostly is, this is your life and you do it once and that's it. So enjoy it as the best you can. That's something that keeps me going on my difficult days. And weirdly enough, the past few days have been slightly difficult. Not because I feel too bad, but I've just had no, like, if you're a member or a patron, I gotta say it. By the way, you can be a member or a patron of the channel. Links down below, I think. That way you listen to the podcast if you want. But it is... I've talked about how it feels. It's like having a bowling ball where your brain should be. And it rolls around a little bit and it pulls you down. It's an awful feeling sometimes. I've had that yesterday because I did a lot of stuff on Friday. So I exercised and I went and drove an hour plus to Irene's store, drank a bunch of whiskey, was around a lot of people socializing, drove all the way back, and then did a live stream. So there was a cost the next day where I just don't feel like I did much, but I did get the podcast out. Stuff like that. You know, take them as they come. Yes. There you go. That's one of the best rolls ever. It's Christmas Day. I did Scrooge in 2019 as Bob Cratchit, believe it or not. And that was also one of the times where... Was it just me and Dad? No, yeah, no. Trying to think. So if Mama KillCo's still here, I'm pretty sure it was me and Dad who played the parts. So Dad did Scrooge, of course, and I did Bob Cratchit. And then I don't remember who else was in it. I don't think my mom was in it. I don't remember that. So that was the last theatrical thing we did together. Appropriate and funny, of course. He's playing Scrooge, this elderly gentleman, and I'm playing Cratchit, a younger man, we're no father and son. It's hilarious. Ooh! I'm running out of time. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Bad influence problems. I had a thought, a bad thought, not going to do it, but impulsive bad decision making is there, where I thought I can chug a bottle of Wild Turkey. No. No. It's tempting, because that's what these seem to be used for. People just slug the damn things. It's gross. Instead, I'll pour a little bit of this. Again, Wild Turkey Red Reed. Good stuff. Surprised I haven't had more of it, honestly. But then I remember how many bottles I have behind me and next to me and in general. Whew, damn. Going from Redbreast, even the cast drink, to this is intense. We still haven't seen what we're going to end on. I've got about 7 minutes. I like this fast drinking thing. It's not great. Trying to think. Oh, that's right. One, birthday month is coming up soon, so be aware of that. If you've been here a while, that means lots of bourbon. It's Bourbon Night's channelversary? Is it a channelversary or actual anniversary is coming up? And coincidentally, I have a bunch of bottles of theirs. Bottle picks, barrel picks. So I'll be doing a bunch of videos on those since I haven't opened them. You know, if you're doing this channel, if you've done any YouTube stuff, every time a bottle shows up, you're like, content. Drugs are usually overkill, yeah. Just, no. It's a great way to get annihilated. And that's not good. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Rather funny note. July 7th of last year, we hit 750 subscribers. So this year, we have to hit... Oh, we already did. 850. Whoops. So yeah, we have July coming up. Oh gosh, my next video is July 3rd. Not next, but coming up, there's that one. I'm looking at the amount of Wednesdays. I don't know if it happens. Oh, and happy Picard Day. You think I'd forget? No. It was on my calendar, so I was looking up to see it just now. If you don't know what Picard Day is, get out. You should look it up. It's hilarious. Ooh, there's 5. Shite. There's 5 Wednesdays next month. Ooh. That means I have to attempt to make 5 videos for 1 month. What the hell? I'm going to be very lucky if I get this month completed with a video every Wednesday. It's been that kind of month. I don't know why. Maybe it's the heat. Who knows? But we definitely have the summer is rolling in. I believe 4 Leaf Whiskey was talking about it. That it's gonna get hot suddenly. Sort of like a week of heat. Not great. I don't like the sun and it likes to burn me. I don't like it. Make it stop. I'm gonna sneak in this now. 95, Rob Smith. Why? You're also the area that could have tornadoes. It's one of those. Are you prepared? Ah, yes. Lefroy Glore. Unopened. Well, oh my God. What? How did I fit the hot mic? I turned off the desktop audio, so it was probably my speakers feeding back into my mic, and the mic was being an issue last time, if you remember. I fixed that too, or at least I think I did. The volume was cranked up too much. I don't remember when I did that, but I must have touched it, and it did not approve. It messed up everything, podcast included. So I won't be doing that again. I do want to keep doing this though, but I won't. Just so we're clear. I'm a child. Comes with a little pamphlet. Does this unfold too? No, good. Oh, that's right. I can get yet another plot at Lefroy. I'm gonna do it. I got the code. It's right there. Don't look at it. It's mine. My plot of Lefroy. Damn it. That'll be our special uncorking tonight. In honor of Father's Day, in honor of Papa KILCO, and hopefully his road to recovery. And I don't even remember how much the percentage is. I don't think it's too high. No, it's not. It's 48% on this. More points for my one plot. Damn it. Well, in total, I have a few points, at least. Buying this little piece of Isla, Islay. Already a friend, redeem here. Alright. We'll deal with that later. There's no way I'm going to try to do it now. Ugh. Trying to go fast on rare breed is not a good idea. Also, I need more water. Hydration is key. Someone should put that on a t-shirt. Reminding myself to do that. I'm trying to think how to make it whiskey related though. It'd have to be like a bottle with a key on it. Hydration is key, and then underneath it, in brackets and smaller font, give me the whiskey. That might work. I can see that working. You'd have to get real close to see it, but that's the point. It's one of those inquisitive shirts. You'd be like, why do you want water so bad? I want more whiskey, so. Did I do that? I don't remember. I feel like I did. I did. It'll be something like that. That's technically the hydration is key emote thing. that I have created with my powers of having a channel. That's right, may he do that. Sweet. Oh, I'm just glad the mic problem is fixed. I still think I can get kind of loud and it needs some tweaking. It might be too soft sometimes. But as far as right now, at least, we good. And especially for recording. If I had recorded videos with that microphone being the way it was, ooh, god damn, I would have been so pissed. So pissed. You can't redo that. All my videos are actual first reactions. I cannot force myself to pretend after that. It just doesn't work. The only good thing about tonight is I did manage to get 2 videos recorded. Now it's a matter of will I be able to get them edited in time. Wow. Edited in time. Okay. We'll see. I don't know yet. I don't. I do have to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. I just realized something. I'm drinking all this whiskey thinking, yeah, it's a good thing I have nothing to do tomorrow. Au contraire. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. I do have something going on tomorrow morning. Going to spin class. It's going to be great. At 9:30. So I'm going to set my alarm clock now. Zenbu, you got the pepper, the black pepper, technically, and the vanilla. That's what those are. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh. I'm changing something. This is how I keep track of stuff. I don't know if anyone else has an Android that has the Tasks app, but it's the only way I can function. Like, I don't know how I did it before. It's rather surprising. But I keep notes and reminders to myself. Otherwise, I'm not gonna function at all. And I have to bring samples tomorrow. Oh, I have so much to do all of a sudden. I thought I got nothing to do. End of the night, no problem. Not true. Pride Month or rainbows. Not sure which it is. Oh gosh, I have to set an alarm and everything. I despise alarms so much. Alright, here we go. The Post-it notes, that's archaic, Andrew Butler. I would lose those so fast. It would fall off wherever I put it and then I'd forget completely. Ha! Ow. Did this thing somehow magically stop again? No, it's just being slow. I can barely hear it. Alright. I don't recommend doing this. Drinking 3 high-proof whiskeys in 30 minutes, even in small amounts. Not good. And I haven't even talked about what I drank already. So it was up there. Freaking foil is dangerous. Here we go. Are you ready? Once again, I can't see what I'm doing. Once again, Lefroy. Damn it. Lefroy Glore. For Papa KILCO into his health. Very nice. Yowza. There we go. Just a little bit, because I need to stop. Thankfully, I'm eating something else before the end of the night. I didn't really eat much today. Mistake. Whiskey noob mistake. Woo! Well, I don't have a smartphone. Well, there you go, Andrew. I mean, it's your first. There's your problem. I wish I didn't need smartphones and all the crap that goes along with them, but as many of you know, If you're on the internet doing stuff that involves internet stuff, you got to deal with the internet every day, all the time, in your pocket, on your cell phone. It's awesome. Many people don't realize that working from home, and especially working in this YouTube content and content creation and holding people's attention in any way, shape, or form, means you have to be in their face all the time. It's exhausting. People are tired of looking at me, I'm sure, but keep it up. To Lord, lol. Happy card day. Indeed. Indeed. It's been a while since I had Lafroig, especially Lafroig Lore. The weirdest thing I had today was me thinking I had Lafroig Lore still, like an open bottle. That's been going for a while now. But thankfully, Zenbood, somebody donated this to the channel a while ago. And I am thankful for that, since it gave me the opportunity to open it anew. Try it again. There you go. I can understand why your sister would make you buy one. It's good to keep in touch with people, and that is the new norm. Landlines and land phones are a bit outdated. Yes, it is. I've still been forcing myself into the TikTok world and the YouTube Shorts and the Instagram / Threads. Those are the new things to try to figure out, because Twitter can go, because of the fact it was bought out. If it was still Twitter, and not X, I'd still use it. Even though it never really did much, let's be real. There was maybe 3 people who saw me on Twitter, so it wasn't a huge loss. But I will say at the end again, if you want to support me and my family, technically, by helping me support myself, Patreon and memberships, or PayPal, or Venmo, or the other option I have, Mega Chats and Super Chats. There are so many ways to help me out. I'm very thankful. I have to do, like, this is the job, and I'm thankful for it. But good God, social media and stuff. Trying to come up with content. Not a complaint, just a statement. It is tricky business, and I think I found my little niche for now. At least with shorts, I've been cheating. I've been picking up some of the easiest things to deal with, and people have made like longer videos about it. I think my favorite recent one was, my favorite one so far that I did. Are allocated whiskeys worth the price, or something along those lines? And it is just me recording myself going, no. Just, that's the whole short. Are allocated bottles worth it? No, they are not. Perfect. It's the perfect video, because it's my sense of humor, and I'm sure it pissed a few people off, but still, it's fine. I got a sip of this before actually in the stream. Whew. It is Lafroigy. It is peaty. It is a little briny. Oh. Charcoal and brisket. Woo! It's also a little weird having this 46% after near 60% whiskeys, so it's actually a little tamer than I thought it would be. Woo! But there you have it, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Hey, thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.